Hi, my name's Joe Lilley. I'm 19 years old and I live in Maltby. When I'm not skiing, I'm working as an AutoCAD engineer, working on electrical distribution panels, which is basically a massive breaker, like what you've got in your house, but on a larger scale. Well, I've been skiing since I was 3 years old, which makes it 16 years this year. I've been all over the world skiing. Never really needed an instructor because I took to it pretty naturally. So yeah. I'd have to say my dad got me into skiing. Like I said, when I was 3 years old I started skiing. It was my dad that took me. He originally put me in a ski school, but being a little rebel I didn't like my instructors at all and ran away a lot. So my dad taught me how to ski. And now I teach him how to ski. Well, with skiing it's a sense of freedom. You can go where you want depending on your ability. There's steeps, moguls are just little bumps, but it's really fun to do. You get to go really, really fast, unlike snowboarding. It's quite a slow sport, but in skiing it's really fast. You can go quite close to the snow, like if you're doing such things as carving turns, you can get quite literally your face to the slope and you'd be still skiing. My biggest accomplishment was becoming an actual ski instructor through the British Association of Snow Sport Instructors. And recently I came back from Canada, where I lived for 5 months, gaining my level 1 Canadian licence, but also working for Canada's top instructor friendly zone. It was called Whistler Blackcomb. It also hosted the 2010 Winter Olympics, which was really cool because we got to see some of the event places like the bobsled run, the luge run, the skeleton run. We also got to meet some of the athletes for the Canadian team. I also got to meet an Australian national figure 8 skiers, and he was actually my mentor while I was there, and he taught me a hell of a lot of skiing. I didn't even think I needed to know much, but my skiing improved so much just through this one bloke. Other sports that I take part in is running, predominantly long distance running. I'm not a very good sprinter, but recently I took part in a mini marathon where raising money for the World Transplant Games as well as organ donation, where I ran a 5k race and came 6th out of over 300 people. That was quite good for me because usually I don't run that far, but I took it in my stride. And other sports, I used to play a lot of rugby for school teams and college teams, but I gave that up once I hurt my back, and I didn't really want to progress in it because if I hurt it myself anymore I won't be able to take part in my skiing. I try to keep very healthy with my diet. I eat pretty much anything I can. Yogurt and cereals pretty much my favourite food. That's always good for carbohydrates and slow release energy, which is definitely good for skiing and really good for running because it keeps me going for a long time. Other things that keep me healthy, I eat fruit all the time. I'll drink a lot of juice, like orange juice, apple juice. Weird one, pear juice, but it's really nice, so I quite like to drink that. I try to eat meat, not every day, but most days, just keep me nice protein. A lot of just good for my bones and stuff, keep me nice and strong. And I do drink a lot of milk as well, which is pretty much my favourite drink in the world, and that's always good for your bones as well, so I try to keep everything to maintain my skiing. I definitely recommend someone to start up skiing, just physically, because it's really good for you, and on a positive measure it's really fun.